Hello everyone and welcome to another Historic video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Tainted Pact in Historic format. So it's been a long time since I've tried Tainted Pact in Historic. Ever since the Oracle nerf, the deck hasn't really been performing too much. We're going to be adding some new cards here that I haven't really tried before in Tainted Pact, which are the Counter Spell, Remand, Cryptic Command with the Snapcaster Mage, and also in the sideboard, you also have a copy of a Laboratory Maniac, which came with the Final Fantasy set. The reason to bring the Maniac is if you see that opponent is a Surgical Gamer, you can bring Maniac in as a copy of. This opponent's going to be going down on creature removal spells, right? So that's when you bring a Laboratory Maniac for that purpose. Or if opponent brings like a Pithing Needle. If opponent plays a Pithing Needle or Flute on the Jace, this copy of a Laboratory Maniac can become pretty clutch. Although, the Pithing Needle and the Flute doesn't stop the static ability of the Jace, so just keep in mind. So having said that, I'm gonna be hopping over to some Historic Best 3 to show you guys how the deck does, so let's hop on over. Okay, so not a bad hand in terms of like if I'm playing against like a creature deck. We could also cycle the Fetid Pool. I don't think it's such a horrible hand. Maybe I'm supposed to play the Fetid Pool first, because like what if I top deck a counter spell, but whatever. Alright, so this is a problem. This is a problem. Currently don't have any interaction spell, and definitely not looking so hot versus this kind of deck when I have cut down and Path of Peril, right? Okay, we see one of our combo pieces here. If they go straight into Karn, we might just lose though. Bum bum bum. Yeah, not looking good, is it? Not really sure if I'm main decking a removal spell for the Karn here. Hmm. I guess I do have a Sheoldred's Edict. Let's see what they fetch. If it's a land destruction, I probably have to go Sheoldred's Edict, maybe. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to play a Sheoldred's Edict. Sacrifice Planeswalker. For some reason, I thought the cut down was gonna be able to answer the Trailblazer, but can't. If I can get a white mana, I could Path of Pearl. which could be pretty good. I might have to draw with the Archmage Charm. Just take the 9 here. Rona, short. We still have that, you know, block the Cavalier, only go to 4. Drown. That's pretty good. So Snapcaster Mage. Grab a Waterlock Teaching. Get the Tainted Pact. Hopefully we get top deck like another Tainted Pact or Jace here. I think that's going to be the way we're going to be able to win here. I think, yeah, I think that's exactly what needs to happen if we want to win this one. That's fine. I think opponent messed up. They could have actually destroyed my land with the liquid metal coating. So we grab Tainted Pact. So if we top deck a Jace or Tainted Pact, no, it has to be Jace, right? Because I can't cast double Tainted Pact into Jace. Oh man. I'm not even sure like what I'm looking for here. I guess a Damnation. Is there a creature in the yard? There is. No. Okay, so very tough matchup here. So Tishana comes in, go for the throat, Pithing Needle, and a flute. Probably get rid of a Tameo. Actually, Tameo's probably not bad. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of an Opt. Path is probably not that good. Jace. Jace is okay. Cut down, huh? I guess Spell Snare's not that good. They don't play that many like 2-mana cards outside of like Fnatic Brona. And I'll cut a Baleful Strix. We've been seeing a lot of mono green recently, even though they're not particularly like amazing at the ladder at the moment. Ooh, very nice card. That makes my remand really bad. Which also kind of makes my hand kind of bad because I was kind of banking on the remand to draw some lands. Like get to our lands. But, you know. I mean, I guess it does counter non-legendary, so even with the delighted halfling. Ah, pretty bad. Hmm. I guess I kind of want to get to our damnation, right? Okay. Definitely not in a bad spot compared to last game, I would say. Um, what do I get if I draw land? I can counter and then draw two and discard a card. So I probably should use the Archmage Charm here. Ooh, Cryptic Command is actually pretty nice. Can I draw a card? I guess I can just return a permanent and then draw a card, even if they don't play anything. So now I can just Damnation here. Or I can, I guess 3 steps ahead is, nah, they have a Delighted Halfling, so... Hmm... 3 steps ahead. The problem is the Fnatic Rabrona's coming out, but I think I can probably just Snapcast, like draw into a land and Snapcaster Mage again. So they have 3 mana, 4 mana. We got a counter spell. We could play the Psychic Frog and then discard 3 cards to block the Rona. 1, 2, 3, and then leave up a counter spell potentially, but I don't know. I don't really like that idea. I could also steal this. I think I'm just gonna pass. Okay, there's a Cavalier of Thorn. Bum bum bum. Probably counter that. Okay, this is perfect. Now we can play Victor Time. So I gotta land. Maybe draw a bunch of cards again. I think I'm going to just cast Damnation here. Boom. Now we're a little bit open for like a turn. Hopefully nothing too crazy happens. Thank you. Ooh, we got Jace. So we got a Jace plus a Drowned Lock combo here. Very nice. We probably want to mill opponent because they have 5 cards in the graveyard, which means if they top like a 6 mana card, we need that to enable our Drowned Lock. Polukranos. Okay, sure. It's a 6 mana card, so it should still work, even though it's a 10 mana. They're casting it for 10 mana. To counter that, now we also have a Tishana for the Kiora as well. Jace. Okay. So I could play the Jace and then bounce the Polukranos. Or honestly, I can just probably play a Psychic Frog and pass. Okay. Yeah, probably have to counter that. So we're missing like a Tainted Pact and don't we just let this go? We have another Jace in the deck. Pithing Needle. So return this. Um, Attack. Cling to Dust. Okay. So I'm gonna have to probably Tishana's Tidebender this. So this is kind of what I expected. Like I think it's very hard to combo in this with the stag. Very hard. Oh, did they draw another Storm of the Festival? No, they're just going to preemptively transform. Okay. All right, we see our first combo piece. Isn't that crazy? Probably just discard it and then kill Kiora, honestly. Okay. Seems pretty good. Poluchrono. Into a Storm the Festival. Decline. So we have a change the equation. That's actually not bad. Is this good enough? Hmm. Short. And I'm just going to Sheoldred's Edict, deal 6 damage, draw a card. Might want to draw one more card with the Lauren revealed. Draw 3 cards, put 2 cards from the hand. I think I need to draw. Okay, so we find a Tainted Pact. I think we just Tainted Pact into a counter spell. Just call it a day. Yeah. And then we just win next turn. One, two, three, four. So we take this. Leave up 2 blue. We change the equation. Counter. And then with the Jays plus Hollow the Storm Giant, this should be over. Oh my god. We still haven't comboed yet, but there it is. It's hard. Like, it's hard. This matchup is very hard. Maybe we want the long goodbye. Instead of a go for the throat, maybe? Give that a go. Honestly, not a fan of this hand. Yeah, I had the mulligan. I had to. Bogart Troller. Okay, we're only drawing land so far, which is not good. Might just be the end of me. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like I mean I did mulligan, but just didn't see anything. Just didn't see anything. I think I'm actually going to Bogart Trawler instead of playing a Thoughtseize here. All right, I think that's probably over. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna get a game like that where you like mulligan and then still don't get interactions and don't really play anything and just lose a game. All right, GG's. All right. It looks like we found way 28 lands last game. Okay, we have one copy of a counter spell there. I think because we have a remand, I'll just bottom Belful Strix. Goblin Bombardment. Looks like they have a Johnny in hand. Maybe I do want like land in this matchup. Okay, so there's that John Amped Raptor. We find Damnation. Guide of Soul can land. Cut down. Okay, we find the Jace. So we actually have the combo. Wow. We actually do have the combo. That's actually crazy. So we just need to counter the Amped Raptor here and then cut down the Guide of Soul. Because they can't deal like 5 damage, right, to Jace. So we just leave one card. One. Take action. So I don't believe they can deal 5 damage here. Maximum like 2 damage. So we want Pitting Needle for Goblin Bombardment and potentially Disruptor Flute. Into the Flood Maw seems okay. Long Goodbye can get rid of a Johnny Transformed. We want the Stun of Barrack as well. I'm gonna get rid of a Thoughtseize. I don't think like Chaldred's that great, to be honest with you. Maybe just get rid of like Opt. I think I'm gonna go down on Remand as well. Maybe Jace. Give that a go. Oh, maybe I should have cut Sleight of Hand instead of Consider. Feels bad, man. Okay, we have one combo piece. Goblin Bombardment, as usual. That's not bad. Esper Sentinel. Sacrifice this creature, it deals damage equal to number of creatures you control to target. Wow. So I can Pithing Needle, but I think Sauron's Ransom is better. It's more mana efficient. Even if Johnny does transform, sure, we take some damage, but okay, also Pride's definitely not good. We gotta find a way to board wipe opponent here. Come on, board wipe. Alright, so I think we just take the pile that, they don't want us to pick. Alright, so I guess we call Pithing Needle on the Goblin Bombardment. And I guess we Psychic Frog and pass a turn. So they can make that's 2 to sacrifice. Okay, that's also a very good one. They actually don't have to do anything. Yeah, we definitely need to find the removal spell. Interesting. Interesting they're choosing to sacrifice the also Pride here. We don't need counterspell anymore, and probably want don't need a stock up when we have treasure cruise, maybe. I mean, actually thinking about it, we can't block this because of a treasure cruise. I made a mistake. So I just need to find a board wipe here. Come on. Yikes. I think we're dead. Because we also have a tap land here. Why am I playing this? Okay, we couldn't find our board wipe. Do we want more removal spells? I guess we can cut Clink to Dust. Maybe Baleful Strix as well, since it's like 1 toughness. Yeah, definitely getting to combo with this deck, giga hard. I think I'll just play a Scryland here. Too many tap lands in the deck, which makes it very awkward for the deck to actually like operate. Okay, so I guess I have to save the Sink into Stupor for Pitting Needle. Or, I mean, I do have a Into the Flood Maw. There's that. Another tap land. This is a combo piece. This is a combo piece. Very slow, though. I need interaction, honestly. My hand is so bad. My hand is so freaking bad. A Johnny? Might have to just play the Snapcaster Mage? It's just so bad. It's just so bad. Oh my god. Why do I have 0 interactions right now? This is so bad. This is so bad. Yeah, honestly, might be over it. Might be over this deck. It's just like, it requires too much effort, and the combo is so inconsistent that maybe you'll get one in like 3 matches or something, which is basically what's happening. It's just too inconsistent. Not to mention, you need so much mana, actually. You need so much mana. You do need way too much mana. All right. GG's. Okay, I'll give it one more go. I think that's going to be final. I'll give it one more go. But I'm not feeling it, honestly. Definitely not feeling it. Another Esper Sentinel. It's very interesting that they did that. Man, Galvanic Discharge is such a bad card. In Historic, that is. Yeah, it seems like the same deck as last game, right? Seems like the exact same one, to be fair. Okay, like... What? What just happened? They just, like, sacrifice it for free. Man, Galvanic Discharge is such a bad card. Oh my god. Okay. Damnation. I guess I'm sitting back. Okay. Ooh, Stern Scolding. That's a pretty good one. Man, this also Pride is actually kind of annoying. Okay, that's really good. Yeah, we just have to sit back one more turn. Boom. All right. So we want into the Flood Maw. Go for the throat. Nowhere to return. Pitting Needle. I think that's it. Get rid of a Thoughtseize. Edict. Strix. And an Opt. Okay, Spell Snare, very good. Everything else kind of bad. Head on turn. Temple of Deceit. And the bottom that. A lot of tap lands coming in. I think I'm just going to have to take like 4 damage from this thing. Esper Sentinel. Sure. Ooh, that is a very good card. Okay, so we play the castle because it's a tap land, and then we Stern Scolding and Fatal Push and probably Damnation. I mean, if they don't play anything, Headliner. That does make things a little bit complicated because I would need another mana, huh? To leave up a Stern Scolding when I Damnation. These things are doing too much damage to me. Okay. I think I have to play this Bogart Trawler here. I have to take additional like 3 damage. I'll have to Damnation this turn and then leave up a Stern Scolding for the Loris. And make them draw. Containment Priest. What? Why are they playing that? Oh, that's kind of annoying. Wow, that's actually kind of annoying. That Containment Priest was so good. Wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. It's okay. Is there a world where I just bounce this Containment Priest? So counter and then draw. Return. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. This is coming in tap. Okay, that's crazy. That coming in tapped is actually kind of crazy. Okay, that doesn't work. Pretty bad. Hmm. We are not in a good spot. We are not in a good spot. Get lost. Hmm. Okay, so I can bounce one and then probably like Waterlock Teaching. So I mean, I guess I can like nowhere to run, Loris, and then bounce the Containment Priest. I feel like this deck gets into these kind of situations a lot, like because you just can't find the combo piece. Like in order to stay alive, you have to like expand your like combo pieces into grabbing removal spells, things like that. Interesting. They're gonna play it on opponent on their turn. So I mean, I just have to Hollow the Storm Giant, right? I think I'm gonna try to fish for an answer. Great. 8 cards in the yard? Oh my god. So what's my play here? I'm gonna dig through time. So this is happening for sure. I'll probably Snapcaster Mage, cut down again. You know, being at 2 life doesn't feel so good, does it? Oh my god. Let me out of here. I'm done. I'm done with this deck. All right, so we took a look at this deck today. Didn't put up any good results, but I also didn't want to play more games with it. So there is that as well. Um, Unfortunately, I do think this deck actually suffers a lot from not having good counter spells in the format because we have to play things like Archmage Charm, a Cryptic Command, which is a 4 mana card. And then we have to play things like Drown in the Log, which is like exceptionally bad in this format. Now that we have a Psychic Frog as well. So we're left with things like this. I mean, the deck just doesn't have that consistency that I'm looking for in a deck, honestly. Like we got to combo off once in 3 matches, in just one game as well, amongst those matches, which doesn't bode too well. Maybe I might have like misplayed one game where I could have comboed, but it is definitely not a good look when you have when you play 3 matches and you only get to combo once. It's just not consistent, right? It's just not consistent. Not to mention the fact that it requires just so much mana, right? A 6 mana, trying to get to 6 mana in historic without dying. So picture it this way. You're playing a combo deck, you're trying to stay alive until turn 6, and you also have to have a land down every single turn. Plus, these 2 cards in your hand completely becomes dead. So you're just playing 2 less cards the entire time. And you're incentivized to use one of the combo pieces, which is a Tainted Pact, in order to stay alive. So now you're expending one of your combo pieces in trying to stay alive because otherwise you're just gonna die. Which means since you're using one of your combo pieces in trying to stay alive, there's a very good chance you might just end up dying. before you even combo. That's honestly my opinion with the deck. I just think the deck is just so highly inconsistent, especially in best of 3. But, I wanted to give it a go because we got some new cards. We got like a counter spell, cryptic command with the Snapcaster Mage. You also have a Jace, right? That can combo with Cameo. But I think the problem really is the fact that the Jace does require too much mana, right? It's a 4 mana card. In order for you to combo, you have to like end up turn Tainted Pact into your turn, play Jace into Tainted Pact. So that's a tall order, right? So yeah. Also didn't get to really see a Laboratory Maniac. The reason why this card is in it is to avoid surgical, basically. If opponent's relying on too much surgical or Pitting Needle, that's when you can bring out this card. But I didn't bring it against an energy deck because opponent was because they have like a lot of removal spells. Yeah, I mean, super inconsistent deck, but maybe you'll have a better luck with it. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.